welcome to our customers. We're very lucky today, and already, and I'll talk in a bit more detail about their bios before they speak, to have 4 of our customers from a wide range: information management, the procurement supply chain, thriving in difficult times, and a CFO from Northland.
I think if you look at the wall up there, it says great discoveries and improvements invariably involves the cooperation of many minds. And if you take that away as a message, I think from working in partnership with healthAlliance, we will actually get there. So there's one message that I'd like to talk to you about or express. Is one message, if you take away from this whole day, from a partnership and relation point of view, is if I'm in pain, I need to know that you know that pain and you're sharing that pain with me. Because over the next, as Paulina said, 2 to 3 years, it's really important that we're working together, that we actually know where the difficulties are, we know where the improvements are going to be, and we can work together to do that.
We have procurement specialists now that, in the past it hasn't been seen as an area of specialist expertise, and with the combination of those of you who've come through the health sector and those of you who've come from outside, that mix is really working, to my way of thinking, very, very well. And with that, you have strengthened your relationships with the suppliers, understanding their businesses. It's not in our interests, given the purchasing power we've got, it's not our interests to grind down our suppliers. We need them to be strong and still in business, but we also, as you know, need to maximise the gains we can from those relationships.
But what I want to start with is what is working well. In general, the healthAlliance staff we find are incredibly helpful and approachable, and that goes a long way to building the relationship and a sense of working together to own the problem and work towards a solution. There is an outstanding commitment from some individuals to engage with us on solutions to issues and proactively, I stress the word proactively there, identify improvement opportunities.
I think the IS response we've had to the various crises we've had with our IT has been excellent. You have kept our old IT systems going and pulled out the stops on a number of occasions for us, and you've worked really late and long, and it's been great to have you on board there. So when we joined healthAlliance, we thought we were joining a pretty well-oiled machine that was a shared service, and we were another smaller DHB just to be bolted on, and therefore it was over to you guys to sort of pick that up and do great things for us. And again, the reality is that I would say it's pretty debatable as to how much of a shared service rather than a sort of supplier of service to individual DHBs healthAlliance was. And I understand that now, and I understand the challenges that we've all had in trying to take this organisation pre the merge and get it into a shared service, a proper shared service.
Communication with end users. There's still a gap there. We do have enormous frustrations when there are problems and our managers don't know whether they can make a call. If they've got 20 staff working at home and the terminal service not available, do they make a call to bring staff back on site? That we really need to close the gap there. Problem and incident management still needs some work. There's still some communication breakdown across teams. This often translates to some of our managers and staff needing to physically have a presence in healthAlliance and walk from their department or their desk just to make sure that teams are connected when we're resolving problems and working on problems.
I think we need more of standardisation. We are just starting to really get to grips with it, and we need more of it. We still have multiple transactions. We still have multiple different items. We're currently, across the DHBs, our clinical equipment budgets are blowing. We have a massive blowout in counties. We've got to get to the bottom of that, and it's not to do with price because the team is working within their price cap. Yes, there is an associated blowout with increasing demand, but what we're finding is it's to do with introducing new products, and we haven't got that link between the DHBs, or our DHB, I won't talk for my colleagues, and healthAlliance in terms of really ramping down on that, and that's an area of focus for us. An area that we also we would like to see really strengthened up, and we've started the process, but we need to build the relationships more between particularly the clinical teams of healthAlliance. healthAlliance procurement isn't a back office function. It needs to be there and part of the team and actively part of the team. We've started to do that, but not really to the extent that we need to. You've got various interests among the DHBs, and the place to really hear what those interests are and how the healthAlliance can fit in are the clinical networks. And we don't have clinical networks across every service, but we've got some really key ones: cardiac, diabetes, health of older people, radiology, cancer. And there's real opportunities there after having seen the interaction through the cardiac network that we haven't tapped into.
What I'd like to do is congratulate you on the base that you've worked from. Always looking for improvements. The information that you can give to us around what's happening around the nation and also from the region is really important, so we can work on that. And I'm going to leave it with you again, is that we need to share pain. We need to know what your pain is so we can actually help you. And you need to know what our pain is, both from an individual DHB, but also from the regional DHBs, so that we can work together and get our goal, because it is going to be difficult times.
Just to wrap up, what can you do to improve the experience, understand the customer, how they work in their requirements, and just going back to the interactions that I've described that Elsa, our CEO, has. Understand the customer and how they need to work, how they're working next week and next year. We need to anticipate that and be geared up for it. Communicate better with end users regarding progress to resolve logged calls. So in communication, take more responsibility to resolve issues. So, be thorough, investigate, think it through, talk to the customer along the way, share the problem.
This is another sort of looking ahead, and some of this is the same, expected improvement in procurement savings. That's why the other seems a bit tight in this. Following up from ADHB Go Live, standardisation of catalogue data cleansing processes, better streamlined and cheaper services, or more efficient services. I'm prepared to accept more efficient than necessarily cheaper. I think as our volumes grow, we wouldn't expect to see your costs to grow proportionately to that, which would be productivity, sorting out the IT, and real cost reduction savings. There's a whole debate about how you measure savings, but it's only that last one that actually goes to our bottom line. But it's not just healthAlliance's responsibility. We must do our part, and we will. You're expected to deliver savings, but we will commit to make this work. And we're all in this together and need to work together to improve